Nugent on the beat. It's the rundown, everything you need to know. It's the rundown, everything you need for show. It's the rundown, and I ain't even capping on this. Crypto blood covering every topic on this. Welcome to the show, who didn't let me go? Breaking down the facts, there's more you need to know. Crypto politics and culture, always keep it real. Teaching you the truth, showing you how I feel. Staying forward with me, and I break it down with ease. Every single day, bringing expertise. Current events and trends, I analyze with care. Knowledge is the power that we all can share. Yeah, y'all, hit that like button. Share the stream, and join the team. And you already know what the fuck going on. Shout out to my nigga Crypto Blood.
Yo, it's Crypto Blood, Detroit flow, screaming from the D, knowing what to show. Indicators are wrong point, OG since 12, invested in trade, living life like a pro. I'm Rucker, Jerry, and just Blood do. Bad motherfucker in a good way, boo. Got my eyes on the charts, ain't no time to sleep. Get that money, gotta keep it creep. That's why Crypto Blood, Twisted Toasters on the line. Stacking my coin, got the market on my mind. Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum too. Cash is king, but I'm looking for a new move. I know the culture of the markets like the streets. Got my finger on the pulse, can't nobody beat. I see the trends, I see the flow. Got my strategies in place, you know.
Yo, it's NYBZ on the mic coming through the mist, talking crypto and privacy
and
things.
we'll do it live.
Okay. Ready? Right.
Fucking thing sucks. We'll do it live. Okay.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We are doing it live. Hope everyone's doing well out there on this Monday. Dr. Umar says white supremacy presidency day, ladies and gentlemen. That guy, boy. Congrats to him. Round of applause. He finally looks like he's finally opening his school. It's been 15 years in the making. Finally coming online with his school. So shout out to Umar Johnson, Dr. Umar Johnson, for finally getting that up. Hyben in the building. We got anything for clicks in the house. What's going on, brother? Jason Lynn's in the building. All right, let's get into it, man. Look, markets are reversing. I'm not gonna lie. Didn't think we would see this. Did not think we would see this quickly. It is a off day, which is even more surprising that we're seeing selling on a day where the U.S. markets are not even open, if I'm not mistaken. I don't believe they are open today because of the presidency, white supremacy presidency day, as Umar said. That guy's a fool, bro. Let's see here. Let's see. S&P closes a little change after. I don't think they're open. Yeah, they're not open. They're not open today. So let me just bring that up really quickly. They are not open today. All right, no markets open today. But we have crypto trading 24 hours a day. That's why you need to get that Bloodalytics system up and running. I was going to do a live stream last night, but man, I had a horrible sinus headache, or whatever you want to call it. I guess you can call it a sinus headache. It's only in my left sinus. So I was out of it, guys. Couldn't do it. So I might do that tonight. Am I tripping, or is the audio low? I don't know, bro. Let me know, guys. Audio good, says Crypto Yo. All right, thank you. The stock market's closed. That school never opening. He said it's opening tomorrow. He's gonna call. Where is the school in Philly? He's gonna call him tomorrow and get the permit or whatever he needs to do to get the school up and running. So I don't know, man. But I know what is up and running. Bloodalytics.com. Check it out. Link is in the description below. Need to sign up. Again, what I was saying is that I was going to do a live kind of like tutorial on Bloodalytics V2, Scalpalytics V2, I should say, by Bloodalytics Algo. And I'll do that tonight, possibly. So if I do it tonight, it'll be at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard. So come on around if you have questions. I know a couple of people have some questions that are already members. I'm going to try to address that in today's stream as well as cover some of the topics that's going on these streets or in these streets. So definitely check it out. 8 p.m. tonight. We'll do like a live tutorial, AMA kind of thing. And yeah, come with your questions if you have any. Let's take a look at the Scalpalytics Pro right now. We got oh, look at that. Oh. We went short earlier, but guess what? We're right back up here, ready to right at entry on this Ethereum short. So guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead and take that short, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna take that short. Go ahead and crash out with me. Come on over and crash out with me. I'm taking a short right now on Ethereum because we came back up to entry. We took a short earlier today at 8:15. Took 50% of our profits right here. And now we're right back at entry, actually above entry. So need to put our stop loss in, which I'll hide it right above the V or the A right here. We'll hide it right. So you see it's currently set right here at this line, but we're going to go ahead and hide it above the A. That's rule of thumb. If we're near it, we'll go ahead and do it. If we're near it, we won't fear it. So let's go ahead and hide our stop loss behind that really quickly. So let's jump over here and on WeX. Shout out to WeX and the gang. I got some good news on WeX coming up. So let's go ahead and hide that above that V or A, I should say. Gives us some protection, right? If the charts violate this, then hey, we know, we going higher. But if we don't violate that, then we head back lower. So entry just made free trade for you today. We trade live, ladies and gents. We trade live. You already know what the deal is. You already know what the dealio. You know what the dealio. So we got the short end on Scalpalytics Pro V2. And let me just see something here. Is that the right? Yeah, that's the right one. Now we hit it behind this A, which honestly this A could have been a good A to hide it behind, but this is too recent. We need to go reference back to the previous A when you're looking at shorts. And that's why I hit it above there. Now if we come back up here and we cross over and we go long, we'll just go long. We'll follow the trade now. But I just, give us some room, because sometimes you've seen it live before. Sometimes we'll bleed into it. The markets know, market makers know where a lot of stops are. So if they see a lot of people up here, they may like scare some people, come up close, and then before the candle closes, come back down. And we end up not triggering a long at that level right here. So that's why, give it some room, give it some buffer when dealing with these trades, ladies and gents. I know a lot of people, trade without stop losses because they want to kind of hide their stop losses. That's fine. And I do that with my automated system. I never enter my stop loss on my automated trades. I just have it trigger to close that trade when we get to that level. So it's kind of like a hidden stop loss. So I understand that. But with these trades, I would say put in a stop loss, because you just never know. You might have an internet connection that goes down. You can't access the terminal, whatever the case may be. So I don't know. Peggy says, blood been popping up on green days. Watch out, markets. I'm an ETH buyer like 222. Let's see, 750 tag hit 17.5. Enzo in the building. What's going on, brother? South Carolina in the building. Oh, is that South Carolina or is that? Yeah, I think that's South Carolina, right? Where it in South Carolina? South Kakalaka. Just silver, gold, and biddy. There you go, bro. Where's the weekly 208? I don't know. I don't even pay attention to it. We use Bloodalytics over here. We ain't looking at no 200 MAs and SMAs and none of that. We all Bloodalytics. Fuck a moving average, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause. Now, moving averages work, especially the long, higher time frame was like 200 MA. Does pretty well. It's lagging though. It's lagging indicators. Markets right now, we got market cap down. Look at that slam down on the CMC 20. Look at that slam. God, down 1.7%. Market cap though overall is down 2% today. We had a nice wick up and slam down. Pump faking, getting people big time. Oh, Colombia. Okay, nice. Again, I'm a little shocked. Can't lie. I'm a little shocked at the behavior that we're seeing today. Look at this. I'm gonna show you really quickly. This right here, just getting a whole bunch of tearing us up. This is why I usually don't start trading. I know it's a Monday and the markets aren't open, so maybe this is not a good comparison, but this is why I don't trade until about, or start looking for trades until after 8 o'clock, 8:30. And speaking of that, we had a Bloodalytics member ask about time frames. So yes, the new one doesn't start looking for trades until after 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. These are the highest probability of successful trades. I've back tested it. I've used, I got custom software that I've built that goes through all the iterations, looks at all the previous trades, and this is how we've come up with these time frames for you to be the most successful. Now, hey, you want the training wheels off? You can have them off, no problem. Maybe you have strategies that work outside of that time zone. So if you want to do that, what you have to do is open up. Let me see if I can do this really quickly. I'm going to do this from another account. Let me do this from another account really quickly. So I'm going to come over here in my other account. Leave. Let's see here. Let's close all of these things here. All right. So this is the link you get by default, right? This is the link you get by default. Shout out to default, by the way, Bloodalytics member. This is the link you get by default, right? So what you need to do, you see a link up there in the top right corner, and it says copy. So what that does is copy this entire system over to your own chart that you can save. So if I hit copy, you get to pick a name, whatever. I'm just going to do that. Hit copy. Once you hit copy, this is now your own chart. You can modify the signal. So at this point, you just double click on Scalpalytics Pro 2.0 and you go down here to the trading filter area and you can change that. So 9 is really 8 o'clock. So just keep that in mind. 9 is really 8 a.m. It's 1 hour off. So just play with it. And if you want to enable weekend trading, you can check that box right there and you can slaughter your account. At least you're supposed to be able to. Okay, yeah. So weekend trading is enabled now on Bitcoin. If you take a look at this. Now it still won't trade between the time periods during the the enabled trading hours. So you'll still have that, but at least you will be able to, like on Sunday here, and should see some trades on Saturday now. So all you got to do is copy a link that I give you when you sign up over to your own chart, and then you can start modifying the parameters to get whatever you want. All right. So that's how you do that. And yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Pretty straightforward. But back to our trades. We did enter this trade here, up here. Defend the trend. Went short. We'll see if it sticks. So far, so good. We should be up a little bit, not too much. So we'll see what happens. We're starting to form a V here, so if we need to break this V and head lower to with the confirmation. That gives us confirmation on another leg down in the markets. Anything the click says here, FD said dump it, and it dumped. You must have missed the email. You must have even no, I didn't see his email. I didn't see FD's email on that one. I didn't see FD's email on that one, my friend. I want to take a look at, so yeah, like I said, we have structurally it's not looking good with that wick up and then slam down. I'm not liking that. What we're seeing here, if you're just looking, we got A's. What does that look like? A head and shoulders, ladies and gentlemen. On the 1 hour. It's on the 1 hour. But I'm not liking that. I'm not liking seeing that, because I feel like we might head lower to the 63K range before maybe taking a bounce and then heading higher. I thought we were going to head higher first, then head lower. But whichever way, we'll go lower then higher. It is what it is. But I am a little shocked at that move this morning. I'm not going to lie. So this week, being a short week, we do have still some economic data coming out, I believe. Let's see, Tuesday we have nothing. We got nothing. Bomba clock. Wednesday, FOMC meeting minutes from last month. See what they got to say. And then Thursday, we have unemployment claims. That should be interesting. And then Friday, we have advanced GDP quarter to quarter and core PCE, which is what, if you want to believe them, PCE number is what the Fed really relies on and looks at. I don't know about all that, but hey, that's what they say. That's what they say. Let's take a look at silver really quickly. It's getting slaughtered yet again, guys. Today, look at that downward trend. They are really doing a number on silver, aren't they? I mean, really cutting the confidence up with us silver holders. And I don't know why we're surprised. I don't know why we're surprised. It's their game we're playing in as far as the price of silver. Now, the value of silver is a different conversation. Value and price, two different things. Don't forget it. And don't conflate it. Value is different than price. Price can be manipulated through the COMEX, which it is being manipulated. Blatantly being manipulated. But value cannot be manipulated. And so I think we're seeing a breaking of a decoupling of price and value. I think that's what we're starting to see. And I got these alarms going crazy right now. I'll take a look at that in a minute. But we're starting to see a decoupling of value and price. Value is still, I wouldn't even say this is value. Shanghai, closer to value. But value, Shanghai spot price, probably closer to value. We should probably be much higher than even this. 150, 160. But the price is 75 and 86. Value, $200, $300. You know? So there's a difference. And we definitely confuse and conflate the two. Bitcoin down 21% for the year. I said lower before higher. Said lower before higher, and lower we are going. 21% so far for the year. Now we've seen lower. I think we got as low as 28% for the year when we touched this range here of 60,000. I think we might start going back down to test that range. The October pivot of $62,000 is probably where we're going. So keep that in mind. But yeah, that is another 7%. So yeah, we were close to almost 30% in the red for the year for Bitcoin. It's a possibility we see that again. I saw a lot of money is being moved to U.S. energy stocks from metals, all because of demand of data centers and AI. I think this will be the new move for crypto. When you say the new move for crypto, you mean people are going to stop messing with crypto to mess with the and invest in the AI energy play? Or will you're saying crypto will benefit from that AI energy play? It's a good observation. I agree with that totally. Can't do a wellness check on Mr. Saylor today because he's closed. He is closed up for the shop. We'll see what happens tomorrow. He ended Friday at 8% up, and his MNAV is 1.22, well off those lows. He was hovering around the danger zone, ladies and gentlemen. It was looking bad for Saylor. Did y'all hear? And I forgot to even bring this up. Did you guys hear about BitBoy? I think it was brought up during the last live stream. BitBoy lawsuit. This is crazy work right here. So Kevin O'Leary wins a $2.8 million defamation case against Ben Armstrong. I don't know if you guys saw this. I just literally thought about this. How is he going to collect on this? I don't know how he'll be able to collect on this. Y'all have a clue? $2.8 million defamation, said he was a killer. That's what Ben was saying, that Kevin O'Leary was a mob boss killer. Tweaking on for real, he was tweaking. Ben was definitely tweaking on that one. Probably a default judgment. I can't see. Yeah, default judgment. Default judgment. Mr. Wonderful for a couple mil right now. He about to be on those pills again. Oh man, I hope not. I hope not. I don't wish that. That drug addiction is something serious, man. So yeah, he won on a default judgment. 2.8 million. Damn. I wonder if he's gonna have to. What can they go after? If he's divorced, did he divorce his wife yet? I wonder if they actually got a divorce. If they didn't get an actual divorce, then maybe some of the assets from his marriage will be put up as collateral for that. I don't know how that works. believes crypto is holding Ben's sack big time. Believes been holding Ben's sack. I don't really care for believes crypto. Never have. Like, for somebody to be on another man's sack that hard is ridiculous, bro. I like, come on, bro. You got to be serious. Like, very strange activities. I'm my own man. You're your own man. Nobody should be on anybody's sack that hard. It's crazy work. So when I see that type of stuff, I look at that and I observe that. When I observe that type of stuff, those are character flaws in men. When I see that type of stuff, man, it's very strange activities. Very strange activities. So unfortunately, Ben,
I thought you were street smart, bro.
I thought you were street smart on that one, brother. You should have showed up to court. You could have settled, at least settled lower than 2.8 million. We know that we know Ben didn't cause $2.8 million of damages to Kevin O'Leary. We know that. It did no damage to him. Probably brought him more money. More red watches on both arms, right? more red watches on red arms, on two arms. He doubled up. You know how he does. That guy, Kevin O'Leary, is something else. So, it is what it is. Very interesting. But crypto markets, down. Traders are bracing for a heavy week of macroeconomic events, including Fed minutes and core PCE. This is why I told you guys, core PCE. Fed minutes, not so much. Should be pretty close to what we've seen from the actual talk, right? But the core PCE might be something to look at. Maybe not. I'd file chapter 7 or something. Yeah, he could file chapter 7 or some type of, possibly. I'm not a lawyer, but yeah, I don't know. That's probably what you would do. Right. I think we may switch to nuclear power to sustain the data centers. I bought a few different uranium. Oh, that's cool. That's an interesting take. I didn't even think about that, bro. But, you know, from the nuclear centers take so long to get up and running. Unless they have like these, you know, I did hear they have like these mini or micro nuclear power plants they're starting to try to spin up. It's the principle of it. Mr. Wonderful is full of suey, he said in an interview. I can't believe, like, I don't know where Ben got that from, bro. Like, Kevin O'Leary had people whacked. I just don't see it. Not saying these cats can't. They definitely have the money and the power. I just don't see it, man. I just don't see it. Sorry. Crypto crash. Bitcoin down 45%. I guess he's talking about from the highs. Many people lose focus during drawdowns. They exit too soon, of course, and too aggressively. Volatility shakes conviction. Short-term pain clouds long-term thinking. Sentiment turns negative, and boom, capitulation. But historically, it's exactly in these uncomfortable phases that real opportunity is built. I agree. However, we ain't seen no capitulation. I have to agree with my Peter Schiff in that sense, or in that regard. From the highs, from 126 in Bitcoin, $126,000 Bitcoin, down to where we are now, has been fairly orderly. Fairly orderly. We have not seen like, what was that move we had last year? Was it October? We had a crazy crash in October of last year. We had another crazy crash in April. Wait, was it April? When was the tariff? The thing that Trump announced for the tariffs. When was that? Whenever that day was, that was a horrible day too. But it's been orderly from 126 on down. We ain't seen capitulation yet. We can't. Capitulation is probably going to see Elmo. I'm just saying. My guy Johnny Kim in the building. Shout out to my guy, bro. Look at shot. Round of applause. All that good stuff for John Kim in the building. Legendary OG Litecoin. Let's see who. Oh yeah, the mini nuclear plants are a thing. Yeah, exactly. March or April, right? Yeah, March of April last year. Yep, March. It was April. You're right. April is when it was. Absolutely. Yep. See, we haven't seen that. Because remember, we went up from that point, that low is when we went from the low to the high of 126 in crypto. Don't forget that. That's when we went from the lows in crypto and in stocks. We went from the lows to the high off of that news. Let's move myself back over here. So it's been orderly. Those happened prior to. So the capitulation move in crypto has not been seen yet. So just know that we have that to come. When? I can't really tell you. Whenever we get Michael Saylor up out of here, is when that happens. When we can get him out of here, we shake him out a little bit, stop him from buying. That's all he has to do, not sell. If he just stop buying, it's over. It's over, Rover. So that's what we that's when the capitulation comes. What are those mini nuclear plant companies? Their tickers. I'm not sure, bro. I'm not a real stock guy, equities guy, so I don't know. Maybe Hyben knows. Yeah, man. Finally got the comments from Twitter going. Now I just need them to fix the usernames on YouTube. A lot of people are very upset about YouTube, man. Views are not looking good. Views have never looked good for me. So it's just, I'm just laughing because I'm like, now you guys are finally feeling what I've been feeling. Me, Rice, Mind Your Biz, and a few others have already been in that bucket. But it looks like they're expanding their kind of I don't want to know if you want to call it censorship or throttling or whatever you want to call it. It's starting to spread. I'm starting to hear people like hip hop commentary, Hassan Campbell complaining big time. He's always complaining, but now he's really going in. He's talking about going to stream on Twitch. I'm like, oh shit, something really is going on. But they have changed the algorithm. They really have. The algorithm has changed on YouTube. They are focusing more on shorts. I think that's primarily the issue that content creators are starting to see now. If you look at your recommendation page, your landing page on YouTube, whether it's from the phone or the TV, you will notice that it is predominantly populated with shorts now. You get one row, only 3 videos, one row of 3 videos, then you get a whole bunch of shorts, then you maybe get another row of 3 videos, and then like 2 more rows of shorts. They're trying to drive you to melt your brain, ladies and gentlemen. Don't do it. Don't fall into the trap. Shorts are not good for your mental health, your mental stamina, your critical thinking. It does not allow for that to happen. It helps you just become a fucking Neanderthal or an old person, an 80-something-year-old, a Donald Trump, a Donald Trump, a Joe Biden. That's what they're trying to make us become. The Joes and hoes. Peter Schiff has been on a roll. Have seen that Ray Dalio article? No, I haven't. Yeah, Peter's been on a roll. He's definitely been on a roll. I like Peter. Peter just been hella wrong on Bitcoin. That was my only concern with Peter. Other than that, Peter's pretty on point with a lot of stuff, man. A lot of stuff, you know. So silver chart here, just taking a zoom out look at it. And we just got to hold 71. We hold 71, we're good. Let's see if they'll manipulate and try to crush that technical low in the chart. If they do that, then man, if we break 71.70 area, only thing I see left is like 64, but really that's not even a big enough area for me. It's more like 58, man. I hate to say it. Guess this time wouldn't have been different, right? And I guess it wouldn't have hurt anyone, especially Magic Internet Money, his father. Remember, I got into a little back and forth with what's his name, Da Vinci 16 or Da Vinci. What's Da Vinci's name? He gonna tell me I'm dumb for recommending people to sell, or at least Magic's father to sell when his cost basis was $7 a coin. I told him that, yeah, you should be selling. It was like at $89, $95 a coin when I said that. Who's dumb looking now? Exactly. Thought you were street smart, Da Vinci.
I thought you were street smart, bro.
House of Trades in the building. Did the audio cut? J15, yeah, Da Vinci J15. You guys can still hear me or not? Let me know. Let me know if you can still hear me. Chloe says, I fell in the AI storytelling hole. Beware. Yeah, man. Listen. The Asian guy, that's AI. Now he was popping up on my damn X feed. I'm like, how are these people? Like, what the hell? Can you guys hear me or no? Let me know if you can hear me or not. Testing 1, 2. Yep, I can hear you. All right, good. Yeah, man, you got to be careful. You know, the internet, the AI mush is real. We already know about the internet dead theory, right? They say like 80% of the internet activity are just bots. There's no one on the internet. So add AI to that, boy. It's just gonna be horrible. Silver Outlook V5. COMEX lost 50 million ounces in 28 days. I don't know what those other acronyms mean. But this is physical silver they've lost. This is why I think value and price are going to conflate, and we got to see a repricing. We got to see a repricing. And so I think price has to catch up with value in this instance, when it comes to physical precious metals. So I wouldn't worry. I'll be buying. I'm going to buy some more. Round of applause. Silver crashed 11%, but COMEX lost 8.9 million ounces in 2 days. Registered below 100 million for the first time. 15 days to March FND. I don't know what FND means. What does that mean? Somebody help me out on that one. But look at that. COMEX has less than 100 million ounces for the first time. So yeah, something big is coming. You're gonna get a swell, and I think you're gonna see that next leg up in silver and in precious metals and in gold, silver. More so silver. That's the most volatile one. Look at this one from X. Swiss expert says the biggest silver betrayal ever, and why 184,000, 84,000, good God almighty, $184 silver is still coming. So in a raw, no hard holds bar interview after the historic crash, silver expert calls out the January 30th, 2026 silver plunge as an outright fraud. We all know that. From manipulation claims to the shift to Asia, here's the unfiltered truth shaking the precious metals world. This guy says here the crash on the 30th of January, biggest since 1980. Man, we got a lot of flopping and groping going on here, boy. On Bitcoin, it's going absolutely nowhere, just up and down, very tight range. Let's see what we got going on here. Very tight range right now, guys. Look at this. If it loads up, we can get this bad boy to load. Very tight range. Look at this range. It's crazy, right? So we just very tight, pinballing back and forth. Which way do we go? Which way do we go? The crystal ball is asking. Which way do we go, Luigi? Well, we're still short. We're still short, so we'll see. We'll just hang tight, and see which way we go. If we turn around the other way, we're gonna go the other way and take that money as well, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, it is what it is. You would have already, if you caught the short on Scalpalytics Pro this morning before the live stream, you would have taken 50% of your profits off the table and locked those in anyway. So this right here is almost rent free. So if we go the opposite way, you shouldn't lose. If anything, you might come out with a couple of dollars in your pocket to go long again. So we'll see. A lot of flopping and groping. Nothing on Bitcoin though today. We did get a cross below the bloodline. However, this bloodline is not just one dimensional. It's like 6. Okay, so there are a few things that make up and kind of give us a trigger on a trade. So it was not, even though we crossed over and it would have been a nice trade on that particular one, all of the conditions weren't met for a short to be placed there. So we'll see. Looks like we are building a base, like we're going to head higher on Bitcoin at least, but we'll see. We'll see. We're in the short on Ethereum, so that's the one we're going to monitor. But this guy here says silver plunge over 30% in a brutal day, from peaks above 120 down to 70. The expert calls it the biggest $100 billion fraud of all time. No limits down, regulator silent. Yeah, that is the thing where it's just complete blatant manipulation. They only trigger circuit breakers on the way up, or on the way when it's beneficial on the way down. So it's not beneficial for them to do a circuit breaker on the way down for commodities. But if it was a stock that went down that much, or any other, circuit breakers would have been initiated. But not in silver, not in precious metals. No, they actually, what they do, on the way up, they increase margins, which is like a synthetic or pseudo circuit breaker. But on the way down, nope, no circuit breaker. They don't decrease margins or anything like that, right? So he's just going through the manipulation, talking about JP Morgan closed massive shorts exactly at the bottom. We all know that. COMEX ignored circuit breakers on a thin Friday trade. High criminality. Crimex. That's what he now calls it. Paper traded 1.8 billion ounces that day. Zero physical move. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Something is getting ready to happen. I'm only about 25% in and 1/10 normal leverage, just watching and waiting. I agree, man. Maybe it has something to do with the war setting up over in Iran. It's a possibility, David, that's the thing. Hyman said, I hate the Da Vinci dude. I watched him scam some of his followers. Yeah, it's strange, bro. You would think you wouldn't have to scam no one when you got money. You know? Make you wonder. Stocks are protected. You can go 10x on about any stock and not have to worry ever about getting wiped out. You better be watching with crypto and metals. I agree. Very true. Wild, wild west with cryptos and metals. Got to be careful. Stick close to your chest, because there's no saving us. They already said it. Besson came out and said no bailout for crypto, for Bitcoin. He really meant for MicroStrategy. Remember, I made that analysis and made that observation from that newsline or headline. That's what he meant. There's no bailout for MicroStrategy, and that, ladies and gentlemen, will be the capitulation moment we get. And you got to be ready for it, though. Have some dry powder. I'm just saying, have some dry powder, like David Brembolo. So that's pretty much it for today. We'll update you on the trade that we place live, guys. I'll be back this evening, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard, to do a deep dive on Scalpalytics Pro V2. Go sign up, check it out, get with the program. That's it, guys. Bloodalytics.com. Oh, and of course, always don't forget, sign up with WeX. We got some major news coming out of WeX too, ladies and gents. Sign up for WeX. You see if the QR code can get put on the screen. Sign up for WeX. Use that QR code. Create yourself a new account, and then what I'll need you to do is send me your email. Send me email with your username from TradingView and your WeX UID number, and I'll give you 7 days of Bloodalytics Scalpalytics Pro for free. For free, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So check it out. Link in the description below. That's it for today, ladies and gents. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys have a restful, stressful, less stressful Monday. If you don't already, I mean, most of you are off. So hey, enjoy it while you can. All right, it's your boy Crypto Blood. I'm out of here. Peace.
Stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, cash, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, cash, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, cash, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, cash. Since I was born, been stacking my coin. These niggas pop, my money keep growing. The girl is a dot, she all on my groin. She blowing my horn, we fuck like porn. These rappers is whack, they lyrics is corn. I'm getting this money, it never get born. I'm loading my trap, they calling law. Fuck around and you clap, for running your jaw. If it ain't about the dollars, then it don't make sense. Y'all be sipping brown water, but it ain't from Flint. Trying to chase all this bread, though the shit won't last. About to shut the city down like a crypto crash.
Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Okay. Ready?
Fucking thing sucks! We'll do it live.
Okay.